Hi, Sag. Welcome to your quantum entanglement reading for the month of May with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. And I apologize for the echo. There's not a lot I can do about it. I just moved and this place is empty. Oh man, what just happened there? So I apologize. Hopefully that will change soon. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Sag, and the message could actually be for you. Keep in mind that these are general readings, and if you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And just wanted to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for all the good karma donations. Okay, Sag, this is actually a really cool lineup. So you've got the at first I thought that was going to be the prayer card, but you got the Pilgrim and the Unseen. Some of you guys, this could be more of kind of like a spiritual quest kind of a month. But this is kind of cool. It's like you're going to be on this really cool path of discovery. And it could be, what I'm hearing is follow the synchronicities. Like really pay attention, because there's something that you don't really know how things are turning out. And so, or you don't know what's going to be coming in for you. And you're being encouraged to kind of do this or see the unseen. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to be coming across some type of a manifestation that you're wanting, more based off of your third eye, your spiritual abilities or your way of perceiving things. It's going to be all very different, but this is cool. I actually love that lineup. I've never seen those two come out together. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's see what's going on here. So as you guys know, these are the astrology reads, so we're going to be diving into each house and see how this is connected, what message is going to come out here, okay? Let us see, Sag. How are you guys? I love you guys so much. Okay, here we go. Well, all right, in your first house, no wonder. So for your first house, you could be having something that is causing a little bit of stress. There's some mental anguish, some conflict, maybe some doubt, or you're feeling at times, not all the time, just at times you're feeling a bit hopeless or some anxiety about what's going to happen. Some of you guys, this could also be affecting your sleep, just saying. So that's why I feel like this is really significant coming out. You're kind of being asked to trust and maybe go about getting back into your spiritual practice, because there's things that you're not seeing about the future, but it's like, don't worry, the universe is taking care of it. It's fine. You just don't get too much in your head, because you're causing so much stress for yourself in these moments. If this isn't all the time for you guys, it's just like moments where the chemicals are coming up from your cells or just from the outward environment. It's influencing you. So for some of you, it could be a little bit more about paying attention to the energies that you're sensitive to, okay? In your second house, we've got the Ace of Wands. I love this because I feel as though when it comes to money, you guys could be, this is why I feel like the focus is coming in here, to not get so caught up in overanalyzing and maybe getting paranoid or imagining the worst could happen, what you can't see, because there's like inspiring ideas that are here on the horizon when it maybe comes to making money and stuff. But your mind, your thoughts, like they just influence so much of your chemical releases, all of that has a vibration to it. So that could be blocking the flow to you receiving some type of inspiration. So it's like, get back into center here, Sag, and focus on this, focus on your spirituality and seeing things from a higher perspective. I always say to read Paulo Coelho's book, The Pilgrimage. It's such a freaking good book. And also I'm hearing the Celestine Prophecy. So that's for some of you, I'd highly recommend that. And you've got the Fool card. I love this. So this is your house of communication. There could be someone brand new that you're going to be communicating with. And it could be someone that's very like connected to your spirituality, because this is brand new. You have aces here. So it's like new beginnings are here, Sag. You need to pull out of any type of like lower energy that comes in, because there's stuff coming in here that's a lot of really beautiful new energy. But we'll dive into the clarification on that. In your 4th house, you've got the Magician card. So honestly, this is what I'm feeling, is that Sag, I feel like this can be home and family. There's someone that you feel like is deceptive, and you're picking up on it. I feel as though this is a part of the unseen. You know that this person is good at like manipulating the unseen and energies and convincing people around you in a different way. And so what's happening is you're feeling that low vibration. Maybe you're entangled with them in some way, shape, or form. And so for some of you, it could be causing like you to look for the worst, some anxiety of thinking, what are they going to do? So again, we'll dive into that. We'll get more clarification on that, because that's interesting that came out. In your 5th house, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel as though this is what's coming in. I feel as though you guys are having to make a lot of decisions this month, or you're juggling a lot. Maybe there's more being put on your plate, because I feel as though there's some type of inspiration coming in here. And when you let go of this energy and you just, this is action, when you start acting on these inspiring ideas that you have, there's going to be more stuff that comes in. It's not overwhelming. There just could be a lot of things that you're having to balance this month when it comes to like you handling all this creativity and inspiration that's flooding into your experience, because it's helping you to spiritually expand your energy and pull into, like, I feel as though this is different parallel realities that you're going to be diving into, the unseen. It's like you're going to be getting into like taking quantum leaps and diving into different vibrations and seeing things from a very different perspective. I don't know why that's coming out, but that's what's coming out. In your 6th house is a 6 card, so there's a synchronicity there. Here you are, this is your health. And I feel as though these two are connected completely. There's something where you're having some type of advancement with your health, and maybe it's that your passion and creativity, maybe towards something that could bring you monetary value. It's easing your anxiety. It's helping you to pull out of your over analyzing. It's kind of getting your mind busy. And so here you are trying to like juggle it, but it's finally where you're making an advancement because of this lineup here. Okay. In your 7th house, yeah, man, everyone, the devil has been coming out a lot. So here's the shadow. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be though. But this is partnerships and marriage. So there's a partnership here that's maybe causing this fear and anxiety, because those two are completely across from one another. So there's something here where some of you could be having like a bit of a fear of ending something with someone, like maybe a friend, a family member, just some type of a partnership in your life. And it's like, and it's really influencing you. And so for some of you though, it could be that like you're involved in some type of partnership and it's making you imagine the worst, because you feel like this person could be very manipulative. I would just be kind of cautious, because this can be paranoia. So don't dive too much into your thoughts and try to almost predict too much, because if you're coming from a place of fear, it's not going to be very beneficial. It's not going to be truly intuitive or true like inspiration or guidance from the universe. It's of a lower vibration. So keep that in mind during those moments that energy comes up, okay? In your 8th house, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. So here you are, this is death, sex, transformation. And it can be taxes. For some of you, I feel as though you're being maybe a bit more frugal or practical because you're preparing for some type of a transformation. You're like preparing for something that you've been investing in. Maybe you're even preparing for what your taxes will be. Like if some of you owe taxes, not saying you do, but some of you guys could just be a little bit more cautious, because maybe even for some of you, it's like, this doesn't surprise me at all that that's coming out, because maybe you're worried about all of the stuff happening in the world. So it's maybe making you a little bit cautious. Don't pull into the fear of that, because if you do that out of fear, just think about it. Like, you can't just completely not spend money or do anything, because it's going to affect the economy. And it's not only that, it's going to stop the flow of abundance coming in and out of your life. So I don't know, that's a really specific message there coming out. In your house, in the 9th house, this is actually bomb. I feel as though some of you guys could be connecting, because that's your house of mental exploration. Sorry. You could be kind of getting advice, or you're educating yourself in some way, shape, or form. Like, maybe you're watching someone, how they, because that can also be travel. Some of you guys could be getting advice on something that just gives you more knowledge, and it's going to empower you. So there's something here, like me, for instance, something that I've been educating myself on is how to live tax-free as a digital nomad and travel the world and not have to pay taxes. So that's what I'm talking about, is there's a lot of mental expansion coming in for you guys, and diving into the things that you want to accomplish in your life, because you're realizing, you need to start taking action on your ideas and what you're inspired by, so that you can start moving forward in your life. And you've got this new chapter here, which I love. You've got the Empress card coming out in your career house. So this is you. I feel like some of you guys, if you're thinking about starting a new project or a new beginning, that's you. It could be in regards to entrepreneurship. There's a new project brewing there that you guys could do. Okay, but here you are, you could be a little bit back and forth, maybe because you're wondering if you can handle all the responsibilities. You can. Okay, just trust yourself and trust the universe and where it's guiding you to. In your 11th house, we've got the Maiden of Swords. So here, this is networking, connections. There could be some of you that are connecting this month and communicating with someone new. And that wouldn't surprise me because of that too. That can be partnerships. So some of you guys could be communicating with someone new in your life, and we will dive into that because I feel like that is significant coming out for you guys. 12th house, you've got the Four of Swords. This is the house of Pisces, self-undoing or self-sabotage. Here you are deciding to be still, quiet your mind, maybe go into meditation, or just going wherever you need to go to get peace of mind, because you've got the Devil, the Nine of Swords. So this is you calming your thoughts, just continuing to stay calm and trust your the higher part of yourself, that it knows what it's doing, it knows where to take you. It's you're on this very specific kind of spiritual quest to get to your manifestation. Okay, so let's dive into the the clarification for each card. Okay, I'm so excited. I've been telling everyone these are actually the cards I started out with in tarot, and I found a mini version of them, so I'm really excited to use them. Okay, Cap. To clarify this first house, we have the King of Cups. So I feel as though, you could be feeling as though maybe it's a water sign in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be a boss or some type of authoritative figure. I feel like this is you taking control back, but there could be an entanglement of the shadow side of this card, right? Because we've got the Devil. So there could be someone that you feel as though they keep you have some fear around them that they're going to do something to you. Or you just feel like they have power over your emotions. I don't know, but they don't. I'm telling you, just trust that everything's okay. Focus on your passions. And that's what I feel like could be happening here. It's with the Hierophant coming in here to clarify the Ace of Wands, this is, I feel like, you setting up routines and discipline yourself when it comes to your passions. Because you're almost needing to create structure and routines for yourself to ease your anxiety. Because it's like you're becoming stable in the instability. And some of you could be artists, you know, that you're like, you could be on the opposite side where you tend to be rebellious, or you have a hard time committing to things or staying structured about something or just being consistent. That's where I feel like the money will come in if you become really structured and disciplined with yourself. But this is what's awesome. So you've got the Judgment card coming in. Man, there it is again. You've got the Judgment card coming in with the Fool card. I feel as though you guys are this month going to be receiving some type of insight on a new beginning, a new chapter, like what direction to go in. And I feel as though all of this, it's completely connected. That as you focus on your passions and becoming more structured about that and deciding to take power over any type of stress or anxiety you have, it's bringing in this new calling and a new chapter and new communication, okay? This is why I was picking up on that. Some of you guys could be dealing with a family member or someone where you feel like there's just a karmic toxic connection between the two of you. And this is about you seeing like what also you can learn from it, seeing where there's something about you and your own shadow that's continuing to put yourself back in the entanglement with this person. So, and it's somehow affecting your home life. Does that make sense? But that's where I feel like you have to start taking control over that and you know, maybe pulling away from that person or just not getting involved with any type of toxicity that happens between the two of you, okay? In your 5th house, we've got the 6 of Cups. What I want to tell you is 6 of Cups here, as you focus on juggling, there's these different things. There's like some of you, it could be a past connection, a soulmate. Also, for some of you, there's some type of new, like, hobby that you're restarting. You're bringing something back from the dead, is what I'm getting from the Judgment and the 6 of Cups. There's something that you maybe, like, gave up on in the past. There's something from the past resurfacing for you to dive back into, and it's going to bring a lot of passion to you, okay? In your 6th house, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. This is you. Your health this month is going to take a really positive turn as you decide to like really overcome it and decide to overcome any type of fears and anxieties that you have. You're taking control, and with it is putting you back in the power seat, and the wheel is turning back in your favor. So I love that came out there. Yeah, so look at this. There's some type of thing that keeps happening with the 9 of Rods, 9 of Fire, and it's with a specific connection. There's like a connection you're involved with where you guys keep entangling with each other's shadow, and it drains you. And I feel as though for some of you, it could be time to just like go into some type of taking distance or space for peace of mind for the both of you, okay? In your 8th house, yeah, this is what I was saying. You've got the High Priestess. This is your intuition. This was what I was telling you guys. I feel as though you guys just pay attention to like just trust your intuition, okay? Because there's something happening in the planetary movements where it comes to like Pluto and Venus. Some of you guys could be experiencing something where it seems like a good idea, and it could be like you're clicking on something too fast, and you'll see that it kind of burns you. Like, I don't mean to put that out there, but that's the case for some of you. It's like you might impulsively do something, and it's saying to hold back, like intuitively pick up on if this is something that you should invest in or not when it comes to a person or an opportunity or even just buying something for some of you, okay? In your 10th, we have the Queen of Swords coming out with the King of Swords. So yeah, there's someone that you're communicating a lot with and getting advice with, okay? That Maybe it's just social media, maybe it's a coach, maybe it's someone that can offer you a lot of advice, but you're going to be going through an upgrade because there you are learning something new, maybe learning more about boundaries or just educating yourself more to get ready to be able to handle more responsibilities, more passion and creativity this month that's coming into you, because it's helping you start this new project that you're really wanting to dive into. Okay. And to clarify that, yeah, I feel as though for you guys this month, as you dive into this new project in your career, there could be some contracts that you're signing. There could be something where you're actually committing to something, like maybe you're like moving into a new place or signing a contract on a business, or do you know what I'm saying? There's just something here where you're taking care of legal stuff when it comes to a project. So maybe starting a business, you're setting up the website, you're doing all this stuff. So yeah, those are coming in really significantly this month for you. In your 11th, we've got again the Four of Pentacles. So that's the second time it's coming out. I feel as though some of you guys, there's like someone wanting to communicate with you. This is someone else on the side. I feel like someone kind of youthful, and you're not wanting to give in to them. It's someone that I feel like has a deep tie with you. You could be feeling it as well. You could talk to them and you feel like a connection with them, but there's almost something intuitively you're picking up on where you feel like you should hold back a little bit. Because this could be someone, if they're a maiden, it could be someone a little bit more youthful or maybe a bit more immature. And maybe for some of you, it could be someone that's like a bit obsessed or is starting to become too dependent on you. And that's where I feel like you're kind of holding back your energy a little bit, really specific, but I don't know why that came out. And in your 12th, here's the Empress. That's where I want to say for a lot of you, your Four of Swords, you're focusing back on yourself. You're putting all the attention back on you, nurturing yourself, your emotions, your soul, your intuition, because you're being prepared for the unseen that's going to be coming in, okay? So Sag, I'm going to dive into the extended with this and see what other messages want to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you over there. But Sag, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.